Hello everyone and welcome back to the Seattle Mariners franchise here on youtube.com/JonosaurusRex inside of MLB The Show 25. Every day at 6 p.m. Pacific time you can catch a fresh video in this game, and today we're wrapping up a 3-game set. We got off to a weird start today because the audio was all goofed up, but I think I have it fixed, and if it's not, well, then I guess I have bigger tech problems than I realized. Let's jump into game number 3 against the Toronto Blue Jays. The Seattle Mariners in real life have lost this series. It's the first series that they have lost since, I believe, the sweep in San Francisco. But we are going to hopefully reverse course for our digital Mariners. Bowden Francis is on the mound 1-1 with a 4.86 ERA. Luis Castillo is going to hit the mound for the Mariners 5-0 with a 1.72 ERA as we get set for game number 3. Nope, please don't do that. I hit the wrong button. Play game. I don't want to exit. We're wearing our Sunday best today. Old cream uniforms. T-Mobile. Open, clear skies. Beautiful. Luis Castillo. Ooh, does Solano need a day off? Who do we have that we can throw in? I do actually like Dylan Moore. Ryan Bliss. You know what? I like Dylan Moore just a little bit more because he has a slightly better arm. So let's throw that in there, even though Solano's been playing really well. We're going to get kind of a funky lineup against the Yankees, which I don't like where we're heading with that. But we have a lot of hot hitters. We have a switch hitter. God, if they had a lefty starter, it'd be kind of nice. So we have Harry Ford, who they called up because we traded away Garver, which is weird. Oh, he has good speed, though. Well, we're going to have a funky lineup at some point because Raleigh... Ooh, is it... No, because Raleigh could still be DH, but that means we'd still have to sub a catcher. Ryan Bliss. Canzone. Rosarena's good. I think we're okay. And also, yeah, you couldn't really see that because I was in the way. But we're going to have some funky lineups here because we will need to sub out Julio at some point, I'm assuming, or DH him. Raleigh will probably need a day off as will Rayleigh. Hello. I appreciate the sneezes, but not in that specific moment. Oops. But welcome on into baseball. Be sure to be subscribed, to ring the bell. Thank you all so much for the support. Bam. Here's our game notes. Hey, we're looking for a sweep of the Toronto Blue Jays. Vladimir Guerrero is hitting .391 over the last 11 games. Luis Castillo looking for 6 straight wins. Luke Raley's hitting .394 over the last 9 games. Austin Shenton's currently on a 4-game home run streak, but that will end today because he's not in the lineup. However, the streak will not end. It's just that he won't be able to continue it. Brian Wu, big game on the mound versus the Blue Jays, and Polanco shined in that as well. The Blue Jays over the last 17 games, 5.5 runs a game, .271 average with 25 home runs. The Mariners over the last 5 games, 7.8 runs, .350 average, and 8 home runs. Starting pitchings look great, a 1.15 ERA, 70.2 innings pitched, and 82 Ks. Around the league, the Phillies and the Mariners, both long win streaks. The Phillies win 9 in a row. Derek Hill breaks out of a 1-for-16 slump. 2 hits against the White Sox. We have Trey Turner's 600th career RBI. Jason Dominguez breaks out of a slump. Clark Schmidt, 7 innings, a 2-hit ball against the Athletics. Pete Alonso, 600 RBIs as well. Ben, a couple of promotions to AAA. And Mets call up Ryan Clifford. Oh, okay. So 1-2 AAA. And Mets call up Ryan Clifford from AAA Syracuse. Jung-Hoo Lee is on the 60-day IL. There is your farm report.
We'll be back to get this one started after this.
Oops, I meant to mute my microphone.
Just about set to go now. And taking the ball for Seattle, Luis Castillo having a pretty ridiculous season so far, Singy.
Yeah, you see there with the sub-2 ERA, very dependable guy, and he's been pretty much lights out so far this season. So, you know, when a guy like this takes the mound, Boog, I'm expecting to watch him get into a rhythm quickly.
You see those
and just
strikeouts?
move through a ball game.
They were
Sometimes
nice.
You can see some big
All right.
strikeouts. Other times,
Happy
it's
Mother's
hard to
Day,
get
everybody,
those
to
there
those of
because
you
the innings
celebrating
go so
out there.
quickly.
We have someone important in your life as well. Happy Mother's Day to them. I'm recording this to timestamp it. It literally is Mother's Day. We finally have an umpire back there that's giving us some of these calls on the edge.
Yes, happy Mom's Day.
Oh my God, and we throw the worst circle change we could throw. I'm recording this at 8:53 a.m. I'll be going to celebrate with my mom. I actually went and did a hike with her yesterday, which maybe I'll talk about in a different video. But just think about this while the game is happening. How many snakes did I see, my mom and I see, on our hike yesterday? Would have been Saturday. How many snakes? I will give you an over-under of 2.5 snakes. Over 2.5, under 2.5 snakes. You think about that, and I will tell that story at some point. It might be its own one-off video. I don't know. I gotta nail the story down. That's the problem. I haven't told it yet. So I gotta dial it in. Okay. So we're missing just outside the zone on some of these, but that circle change and slider. I want the slider down lower and the circle change out further, but at least we're getting the calls for strikes. Otherwise, that's potentially a 4-pitch walk. That sinker.
Bounced up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run.
Hey, nice play, Crawford. Wasn't sure the ball was going to get there.
Let's take a look.
Oh, here's a look at the Blue Jays lineup.
And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
I like the
Down base is empty. Here's Vladimir Guerrero.
I like the 3-4-5 of the
This
Toronto
guy
Blue
is
Jays
an
lineup.
elite level hitter, especially
Guerrero,
considering
Santander,
contact,
and Bo
just the
Bichette.
ability to hit
Bichette,
for
that's a
average.
name.
What
That's a
you
name
really
that I
like, though,
enjoy.
stays in against
Santander
those
and
right-handers,
Bichette.
and that's
Good
not so
names.
easy as a right-handed batter. Pulls it down and he makes the
One
catch.
pitch out on Guerrero.
And
That's
that'll do
good.
it. On to the bottom of the first.
And we will move
No score.
move on to the bottom of the first. No score. Fan cam. It would be awesome if they could put the hot dogs from heaven in the game. That's a lot of work for
Back in
one
Seattle.
stadium every once in a
And on
while.
the
But
hill, Bowden Francis. What do you look for here?
Well, he's been giving up a lot of hard contact this season. I mean, coming in, guys are hitting comfortably in the high 200s. So many times there's some bad luck, but then also there's just a little miss here or a little miss there that changes the outcome of the at-bat. We'll see if he can be consistent and make adjustments quickly in this one.
Leading off, Victor.
all right, what are we working against today? A 94-mile-an-hour fastball with splitter at 84, curveball at 74, a slider at 79, and a sinker at 89. So we could be in some trouble today.
That one out
And that
to
is
right.
just not what we
Lucas
need to do.
Sizes this one up.
That's a bad
Makes
start.
the catch.
The high fastball has really given me trouble. They're staying a little higher in the zone than I'm anticipating.
They do a lot of things well in this offense, Siggy. They control
70
the
home
strike
runs,
zone.
not
They make
surprising.
pitchers work
Now, what I was
hard
going to
for
say is when I
outs.
was talking
As
about
a
those,
result, one of the better OBP teams in
the
league.
stats for our Mariners offense over the last 5 games or so, those are boosted by 2 offensive explosions in Oakland. Otherwise, we haven't been playing particularly well, and we haven't played very well against these Blue Jays.
And when you have that filtering through the organization, even when you call up a player, he steps right in and continues.
Well, we're getting this side, which is
the
the
pattern
side
they've
that I kind of
established at
need.
this level, which ultimately leads to a lot of success.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. You know, you translate on base percentage, it's basically this. Teams that have a high on base percentage, they don't make outs at a very high rate. As my buddy Joe Sheehan says, OBP is life.
Okay, 2-1.
And that one is lifted.
Try to go down and get it. I like that PCI. We're just a little late on it. I was looking for a splitter in that scenario, so the fastball with its speed increase is just getting me.
Rodriguez, 4 for 7 in the series, so he's been good.
I'm surprised that we were just late and not very late. It's
outside low.
There we go.
And
Our first
that's
strike.
ball 1. And that's in for a strike.
I don't think we really want to. We don't really want to look for that splitter in that location. It's not.
Swing, tried to hold
Brought
up,
it back.
down to
Brought it
go
back.
to first. He did not go around.
Ooh, in with a sinker. Okay. Don't forget to get your free Mother's Day pack available in the shop. I'm sure they'll do one for Father's Day next month as well. I do wish there was a little bit more pink.
Going with a foul ball. 2 outs.
I do like that we get the pink bats for the day.
Not
There we go.
with that one, and the count's full.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game.
That was the first fastball we've seen.
His tenacity.
Okay. What have we seen with Julio here? Everything's been a splitter with the exception of a sinker and now 2 fastballs. That is wild. Got me with a fastball. He went with 3 straight fastballs and that threw me off. Darn it. Just couldn't pull couldn't hit circle.
Mariners are down in order. Scoreless after 1.
That's okay. That's okay. Oh my God.
And now it's
Sorry.
going to be Anthony Santander.
Anthony Santander.
Okay. All right, we're going to put our phone down calmly. Okay, I've broken something in there apparently. It's
Castillo back to work. And that one fouled off.
Ooh.
And a base hit right there.
Sinker
And
isn't
a board on the leadoff single.
diving to the outside the way that I want it.
Bichette up to the dish. Hitless in the series so far. He's
Oh,
0
boy.
for 7. And that's it.
That was real
And
bad.
it's 0-1. This one in the air. Raley under this one. And he makes the catch. And there's one down.
Oh man, they're inside each other.
So up next,
Hot.
Ernie Clement.
He went.
Check swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to
Bet
first. Yes, he
Bet
did.
your
That's a
ass he
swing.
went.
Santander stands at first with 1 out. Swing
Not
and a
doing a
miss.
good job adjusting to the slider speed
Well, you
here.
got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
To first, maybe a 2-ball. The throw to second. Return.
Hell yeah.
Double play.
What feels like such a rare occurrence in this game. A double play.
Down to the bottom
Let's
of the
go.
second. No score. We head to the bottom of the
Leading up
second.
for the
Now it's going to
Mariners,
be
the
Cal
catcher,
Raleigh.
Cal
He is very much your typical
Raleigh.
power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the
Hold on. Gotta make sure the Beeb gets here safe. Nope, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Okay, all right, we're good. She's coming home today. So it's just been me at this apartment for
slog is
3 days
heavily
now.
favored over
2.5
any
days.
discipline or strikeout concerns.
Swing and a ball
Darn
drove in the air
it.
towards right center field. Varsho.
another. So our leadoff hitters have hit 1 fastball
Batting fifth. The
And
first
stepping
that
baseman,
are
for the
up in the
Mariners,
zone.
Gray.
Good timing on
2
it,
for
but
6 so far in the series.
That's
And
inside.
first pitch
Damn it.
fastball is in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
1 out, base is empty. That one is absolutely belted.
We're going to get to it or no?
Show moving back for it.
Fudge pops. That's a slider we should have crushed. I mean, absolutely should have annihilated. I tried to adjust.
Thinking about home run number 100 here. He's just one shy of that milestone.
And the pitch is in.
I think I pulled that PCI just a little too low. We have been on milestone range for Randy Rosarena for, I would guess, like 2 weeks at this point. Fuck me.
Fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Lucas pulls that one down, and that is the third out of the inning. We'll move to the third with no score.
We got to let it go. Got to let that pitch go. We can't give him a quick inning like that. It should have been a run, but obviously it wasn't.
Back at T-Mobile Park. Now here is Will Wagner. First pitch doesn't find the
Damn it.
zone. Wagner.
That's the one time I've been able to bury it the way that I want it to, and of course it's out of the
And
zone.
they went out and made a trade for him last
There we
season.
go. Really
Next
needed that
offering
call.
is in for a strike. Swings
Just a
through
big
that
swing on that circle change. We'll go high and tight.
foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Ground ball right side.
All right.
Steps on first for the out.
It's been a bit of a defensive battle here early in this one. Pitching duel.
Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. And that drops in for a strike. Top of the third, no score. Next offering is fouled back. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
There we go. I don't know that I love all of those locations, but we were able to sequence the pitches to induce the strike. Or the swing, I should say.
Double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
And now it's Dalton Varsho.
Oh, my
In for a
goodness.
strike. It's 0-1.
That sinker, I want it in the quarter.
Next offering is fouled back. Hit on the ground to short.
There you go. Okay, mid-3.
1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing
Love
for the
that
Blue
transfer
Jays,
from
and we are
Crawford,
still
Shenton,
scoreless.
Polanco, and Crawford himself. Coming up here in the bottom of the third. Curious to see if the Mariners can salvage the series today. They were up 3-0 last
And
night.
welcome back to the ballpark.
And then gave up 6 unanswered runs and had some opportunities.
Now it's the DH.
But from what I've seen, and I haven't been watching it, but I've been keeping track of it on my phone. They've had opportunities, they just haven't capitalized on them.
Shenton went deep in his most recent game.
Oh, Shenton. I took out Canzone. Not what? No.
Love how vocal the umpire
That
is
was
today.
it.
No doubt.
Solano. We took out Solano. There are always two players that I get confused, and this year it's Shenton and Solano. That was a really good splitter.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and
Fuck
misses. Struck
me.
him out.
Beat him inside on
Oh
that last
my
pitch, and when you
God.
look back at the
I
pace he
hate
was
the way
trying to
this game
strike out,
pitches
it's pretty
sometimes.
interesting. Away, in, away, and then back in again.
That one should have been crushed.
Commanded both
But he went
sides of the plate
91
right
to
there.
72
That makes it pretty
to
tough to get
83 to
comfortable in the
72,
box.
and we were
The batter now,
It's
Jorge
just bad.
Polanco. Homered last night. Added another hit as well. Late with the swing
Late.
there.
that PCI is probably way low as well. Yeah, we weren't going to do anything with that pitch.
Swing and a
I
ground ball
bopped
base
it
hit right
at like
field.
just the last second. We were early, so we weren't going to do a whole lot with it, but
Single.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting
All right,
great
Polanco,
results.
I appreciate you at least getting us on
High
base here
hits through the
to start the
infield.
day.
Just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Runner on at first with one gone. J.P. Crawford up next for the Mariners.
0-1's the count.
And before the 0-1,
That
he asks for time.
fucking curveball. That's
Ball,
outside.
that's outside.
The
That's
shortstop
outside.
takes the ball. Gets the call. And the count now even up.
I mean, what?
Man at first, one away.
Well, that's a... Ooh. We've seen some bad strike. That is unbelievable that it's that bad.
Left-hand hitter waits.
Okay.
And it's
Hey,
fouled
we're
off.
fouling
They'll
it
do
off.
Again.
We're fine. How are we doing timing-wise? Good on that fastball? Okay.
Breaking
Oh,
ball.
thank God.
That ball got
He had two
Obviously, I don't want
strikes.
JP to get hit. I love JP Crawford. I just kind of needed to be bailed out of that. It was a horrible swing and a worse call,
It's been such a
and
good
then they
hitter with
bailed
runners
us
in
out.
scoring
So
position.
that's
Some
fine.
guys just take it to
Mary
another
Moose,
level.
let's
And right
go.
now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
Okay. So a walk, or a hit, and a hit by pitch.
Hit hard.
That
Should be
is going to
extra
get us
bases.
at
Polanco
least
coming
one.
around third. He scores and they have the lead.
That's a
Now
two-run
Stover
double.
to the plate.
That's a two-run double. Let's go, Victor Robles.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
I think we're going to be late on that one.
One out.
Oh, it was
Runner
good.
second.
Oh, okay.
Here's Dylan Moore. He's 0 for 1. Right through there for a strike.
We're fine. We're fine. So the hit by pitch comes around to score. It's 2-zip Mariners here in the bottom of the third.
Swing
Oh
and a
my
miss.
gosh, that
And it's
splitter.
0-2.
Quickly in an
That
0-2
splitter.
count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
On the ground. Jimenez. Over to first. And there's two down.
It was going to be a strike. I think you want that to go foul, best case scenario, but we at least move the runner over.
Nice ground.
We saw a lot of pitches with Julio, a ton of splitters, and then we just got fooled by that ninth pitch fastball.
2 outs and a runner at third. Here in the third and final game of the series.
Ooh, goddamn splitter. It looks so good, and it looks like it's going to go right where...
Now
Okay.
one missed.
2 ball, 1 strike.
And a swing and a line drive into right field. Lucas makes the catch.
Darn.
And that is
Darn.
that. But they'll pick up
That's
a couple runs here.
a little
Both
frustrating,
coming on
but
this
we're okay.
Two-run double.
Two-run
It's now a
double.
2-0
That's going to help
ball
us.
game.
It's just, it's
You're
not a
watching Major
great
League
out,
Baseball
and then I
on
thought,
the show.
kind of hoping that ball would drop from Julio.
Welcome back.
Leading
Let's
off
take a look at how the
Yeah, you
series
can
has
see,
played
I mean, we
out
had
so
that pretty
far.
high run average over the last 5 games. We've only scored 8 in this series total. Now we've got 10 with the 2 that you apply in this one. Oh, God, those are some gross pitches right there. And not in a good way.
Check swing to the first pitch. Look down to third. Didn't go. Castillo ready to fire now. So 2 balls and no strikes.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
This one in the
There
air
we
center
go.
field. Rodriguez.
Okay, so technically a
settles
3-pitch
under
out.
and makes the grab. And there's one down. Nathan Lucas getting ready to hit. This one in the air right field. Robles. Long run into the gap.
Oh, Robles.
And he'll pull into second safely.
He had that.
The batter, the first baseman.
Oh, an error. That is brutal. Just get on the ball here. Get on the ball. We ran it. He had a diamond reaction. And it's just off the glove. Oh, that sucks. Did we overrun it on accident? We needed like a step back.
Guerrero Jr.
That's okay.
Now.
That's all right.
First pitch misses. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy. When your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom. Man at second. Fought off foul.
I can only
It's
imagine
Mother's
the
Day.
comfort level of being in the ballpark for those kids who are fortunate enough to have a dad that played in the big leagues. Them being on the baseball field, for some it's pressure. For them, they feel that they are right at home.
That missed by a lot. Ball 2. Good eye right there.
This is
Really
not a
take,
good
especially with
spot.
2 strikes.
And Pietro
Fucking
picks up the
God,
ball.
I hate that spot.
Getting inside with that
I
2-strike
hate that
fastball
spot.
nicely and just
It's a
busts
big
the ball
strikeout.
around the inside.
We're not out of the woods yet, obviously. I mentioned earlier that I like this
Sometimes if you do, it's a
this
foul ball.
part of the lineup for the Blue Jays.
They really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they
Santander's
do not
already gotten
want
to
get
us
that
once
batter.
in this
And they've
series.
got him up against the ropes, gotta figure
Fudging
out a way to
fudge.
put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Lucas at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And there's a ball.
All right. Hey, that was just to try and see if he would go.
Strike, the count.
Let's go circle change. Got him.
Swing and a miss.
Perfect.
Struck
Perfect
him
pitch
out.
sequence right there.
Four
I like
strikeouts
that.
now.
We get the. It was loud. Loud foul ball. Whether we get the swing and miss on the fastball, we put it high and away, or high and inside, and then we just slow him down, pull the string on it, strike out. The error does not cost us anything.
Back in Seattle,
Ready to go.
ready to
For
go.
the Mariners,
Bottom 4.
the catcher.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Cal Raleigh.
Raleigh.
Outside low. Ball
Good
1.
job by us to just let that go by.
Clobbered to right
Excellent.
field, way back.
Fantastic.
Gone.
That's what we want to see.
That one felt good, and they add a run. It's 3-0.
When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around.
That's what we need to
work
do. We need to be
quickly,
like
and make sure
in
that you
that
keep
spot.
that hitter
Just
off
do that
balance.
every time.
Clearly not fooled by the location
Can't you? Why can't you
or
just
the
do that,
velocity.
Forehead?
He was all
I
over
can't
that
believe we
fastball.
got that out.
And the batter now, Luke Raley. No
Oh,
question
we're
about this one.
destroying
It's
him
outta
now.
here.
We're on him. We're on to him.
He shoots one out to right. Home run number 15 on the year. And they boost
Hell
their
yeah.
lead. It's 4-0.
Back-to-back pitches, back-to-back bombs, baby.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
So digging in, Randy or Rosarena.
Oh, and it comes to a close.
The first on the run.
We're still gonna get the single. Ooh, that was closer than I thought it was gonna be. Holy moly!
Nice job getting there.
That was a better throw than I anticipated, and Randy has just a tick slower than I thought he was.
And throw. You know? Yeah, no question.
I mean, he was safe by a good margin, but just not the margin that I thought he would be safe by. So 3 straight hits, 2 home runs. A little bit too aggressive there with Randy, but we still get on. 4-0.
Now pitching for the
Eric
Blue Jays,
Swanson comes on now.
number
Definitely a
50.
guy that pounds the
Eric
strike zone, makes hitters earn
Swanson.
their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
Man at first, Austin Shenton up next for the Mariners. Swing and a
Ooh,
miss,
got a little
and
excited
that's
there.
Strike 1.
0-1.
Splitter at 87 and 4-seam at 96, a slider at 89.
Comes up empty.
Okay,
That's
let's
strike
take
2.
let's take a step out of the box. A little frustrated here. This is where the game gets really annoying to me personally. When they don't throw their fucking primary pitch.
Just falls out of it.
Foul ball
Oh.
still 0-2.
That's outside. Never a strike.
Got
Fuck
it
me.
looking. And now one away.
Oh, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner
batter,
for that
number
backwards
7.
K right there.
Second
I think the hitter
baseman,
saw it all the
Jorge.
way coming from that opposite arm
Blanco.
angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
And now for Seattle, Jorge Polanco. He was late
Oh my
there.
God.
Strike one.
0-1's the count.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
0-2 is the
Knowing that
count.
the pitcher wants a ground ball double
Step
play
out, step out, step out,
opportunity
step
here,
out.
you've
Fuck
got
me.
to lay off
Stop
pitches down
balling
in the
for this
zone.
shit,
Right there,
me.
swinging at that pitch, that's
God
a
damn
no.
it. There we go.
That's a ball.
I don't
Walk
think he was
on.
trying to
Walk
miss
in.
by
Walk
that
in
much
here.
in
Come
a
on.
2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Splitter.
And
Ball
that
two.
skips in the dirt.
Can we not do this? Oh, okay.
Next
I can't
offering
win, Paul.
upstairs.
That was going to drop in. Okay, good recovery here. We got a bad swing. We took a good time out there.
And
That's
ball
outside.
four,
Okay.
2 aboard.
Hey, that's fine. That's fine. We gave them a strike. Umpire gives us a ball.
Getting to lay off some really close pitches, and
Walk it.
somehow
Shortstop,
he found a way to keep the
JT.
bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
And that is out of play.
Splitter.
Runners at first
Really
and
feeling
second
this
with
splitter.
one gone. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And a rope into center field, base hit. Rosarena flies around third. He'll score.
Hey, nicely done, JP. Perfect contact right there.
Up to 5.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock.
Fuck
Those
yeah.
always feel good.
Fuck yeah, I love
Here's the
JP
Mariners'
Crawford.
leadoff man, Victor Robles.
Finally got on that splitter.
In the
He
first
went to the
pitch misses
fastball.
for
Okay, hey,
ball
that's a
one.
good take on my part.
1-1, no strike.
I had a feeling you wanted to go up there. There's no way everyone in our division is tied. That's absurd. Everyone is 16 and a half games behind us.
And a big swing and a miss.
That's all right.
Instead of
It's
letting
good.
the hitter get his
I got
arms
1 ball, 1
extended,
strike.
tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
The 1-1
Okay,
is
let's
caught.
take a step out here. We're really late on this fastball.
And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate.
That spot is such a fool spot for me.
2 on, 1 out. And a
Ooh.
pop-up, right side, foul
A
territory.
slider on just on the outside. Okay.
Hauls it in for the
I think it's
out.
okay.
Yeah.
I don't love getting the out in foul territory. That spot's been
Now batting.
inconsistent. The
third
the strike that we had against JP Crawford, I probably
So
shouldn't be
first
thinking
and
a
second
lot
with
about,
2 outs.
but
Now
also
the third baseman,
I am.
Dylan Moore, 0 for 2 in this one. Line drive, base hit. Polanco around third. The throw is offline and he's in to score. And
Nicely
it's now
done,
a
Dylan
6-run
Moore.
lead.
Was that a perfect again?
Julio
It was.
Rodriguez up next for the Mariners.
Oh, late on the fastball. The PCI was dropped way too low. Too excited. But,
2-round
hey,
trippers in this inning. The
2
long
solo home
ball
runs
was
back to
working.
back, and then we
The
push
lead
more,
has
a couple more
exploded
across.
to a half
That's
dozen.
good. 2 of the
It's
outs
Major League
kind of suck in that
Baseball on the
inning,
show.
but that's okay. What I like the most is
Getting started. And now for
the pitch that the plate appearance we were able to work into a
Castillo
walk.
back to work. And that drops in
Just
for a
because
strike.
there was a really bad swing in there. It wasn't locked in the way that I should have been.
And try to get it all
And
back in
then,
one swing. It's
hey, we're
gotta
able to
come
figure it out.
one at bat at a time, and even Shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Missed with a changeup. And a count 1-2.
That's a strike. That's strike 3.
Good job to fight that one off. On the ground to third.
Okay. Just an out instead of a strikeout. We should have. There's only a couple extra pitches. No big deal.
The third baseman.
No big deal.
And next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. And he takes a strike. And that's in the dirt.
I don't know what I thought I was throwing there. I know I clicked sinker and then for some reason started doing circle change. That was odd. All right, we got him thinking low inside. Let's see if we can pull the string on it.
Down, base is empty.
Kinda didn't really work. Just not a plate appearance that I really enjoyed. But it's on me. All right, here we go. Lock in. We're up by 6.
And now Will Wagner. Line drive, hauls it in, 2 away.
That swing
Okay.
right there tells me
That,
he's seen
for
the ball
whatever
pretty
reason,
well.
that is the hardest play to figure out. I did not realize. I don't think we were going to get back and get him tagged. I understand that.
Here's the Toronto catcher,
For whatever reason,
Alejandro Kirk.
I have a hard time
Struck out
determining
swinging
if
his first time.
it hit the ground or not.
There's the strike at the knees.
Would have been an incredible double play, but I think trying to go to second
That one
would have been
pushed
fine.
foul. Squirts away a little bit. Clement leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And that's downstairs and outside.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Okay,
Swing
that'll
and a
work.
high fly ball.
That'll
That's out
work.
to center. He makes the grab, and that'll do it. 1 left for Toronto. They still find themselves down 6-zip.
Fan cam. It's a beautiful day in Seattle today. Again, salvage the series, Mariners.
Welcome back. Let's check out what's
Not
been
like us.
happening
Look at
of
that.
late.
14
Really
nothing,
been playing
12-1. That's a large chunk of it. Otherwise, we're only averaging about a little over 4 runs a game. 5, 10, 13. Yeah, it'd be 4.33 runs if you take out those other 2 big explosions. That 14 and the 12, which is 26, really bumps up that runs per game. God,
Yeah,
that
it's fouled
fastball
away.
high in the zone is
Well, these Mariners
continuing to get me.
Good at bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get
Okay,
to the
let's
start.
take a step
Get
out.
him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Oh my God.
Swing and a drive. Deep
Go.
right field.
Go, ball, go.
That's back.
Go.
That one
2
is
homer day for Cal Raleigh.
another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add a run. It's 7-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. That's just hitting you cannot teach. Incredible. Split finger away. Somehow he got there, hooked it, and got enough barrel to hit that ball out of the ballpark. That's a very impressive swing.
All right.
Next for Seattle.
A little early on it.
This
Oh,
one in the air. Guerrero
Ah.
in position.
I hate it.
1 away.
The last 3 outs that we've given to Swanson have been
Now
just...
batting, the left fielder.
It's me being too aggressive at the plate, but it's also super frustrating because
Now the left fielder.
they're just
Randy Arozarena. He's
frustrating little
sitting on
pop-ups.
99 career homers. We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100. First pitch doesn't
Count
find a
1-0.
zone. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in. Last half of inning number 5.
Yeah. Yuck.
Next offering misses. 2-1. Up the middle, gloves it on the dive to first.
Ooh.
It's there, and that's a great play.
Damn it! It's
Oh,
a
you can
good,
see
such a
right
good
there.
throw. Who's out there?
Going to the backhand. Nice diving stop. Gets up to complete the
Jimenez.
play. That'll fire the team up for sure.
Accuracy 88. Good strength. Okay.
Shenton, the next to hit, takes ball 1. And that is cut on and missed. And the count 1-1.
1-1.
Oh, darn.
Dives, but it falls.
I thought we would get a little bit more of that one.
And that's a 2-out double.
Shinton's our guy with 4 home runs, or 4 games with home runs in a row.
Man, that feels so good to
And I
shoot
thought he
an
was out of the
absolute
lineup.
goal the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're
My
falling
goodness,
asleep
that
at
splitter.
Polanco at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there. That one fouled off. And that's a little bit high.
Okay. Needed that. Needed that to be a ball.
And that misses. And it's 2-2.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Out towards left center. Varsho sizing this one up. Brings it in. And that is that. The
Yeah,
Mariners
well,
pick up a run.
Raleigh helps us get another run on the board, and some
It's now 7-0.
not a whole lot going on.
This is Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. Welcome back.
So Bowden Francis only goes 3. He did technically go into the 4th inning, but he didn't get an out registered. And then the run that he gave up, or the hit that he gave up to Rosarena, did come around to score. So his final line: 3 innings, 5 runs, 5 earned on 5 hits, no walks, 2 strikeouts. Castillo zeros where you want him in 5 innings, 2 hits and 4 strikeouts. We'll let him roll for as long as we need to. We want to save the bullpen for the next series. It's a big series against the Yankees. I'm excited about it.
Now batting, second baseman Andre.
It's an even bigger series with how the Mariners have performed in real life against this Toronto Blue Jays team. They're 0-2. I went into this kind of thinking that they needed to just tread water at like 5-4 over the next 9 games or so. Just because they're really good teams. If you can come away with even a 4-5, I think is fine. Just got to try and pick off a couple of wins here. I think 3-6 is pretty bad. If you lose 3 straight series, 2-1.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching
But
up.
it's been interesting because they've lost a lot of game 1s in these this season. The Mariners have, where they you know, they go 0-1 and then they win the next 2 to win the series. It's been interesting to watch, or follow, I should say. Though I have listened to some of the games through the Seattle Sports app. And it's kind of interesting because you see them lose the first game, and you go, okay, well, you can still win the series. They've done a good job with that throughout the season, or in the last month at least, which is in most of the season. And then you see that they're up 3-0, and you're like, okay, I'll just keep watching this live stream and watching 2 dudes eat food or order dinner.
With their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
On the ground to third. Boots it. Gets off a throw. And the Blue Jays go down 1-2-3.
We don't need multiple errors in the game. I don't know why we're overrunning the balls. Come on. I know it's not Moore's primary position, but it's definitely a second. It's a secondary.
And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Tommy Nance.
Okay, Nance has a weird throwing motion that's given us a lot of trouble. We've seen him a couple of times in this in this
And the
series.
batter will be the shortstop,
Slurve,
J.P.
sinker,
Crawford.
slider.
Spits the plate, strike one.
That's fine.
Toronto's bullpen with some action. Chad Green up and loosening in the pen. Nance sets, fires. In the air, left side. No trouble here. Puts it away from
Yeah,
the
late on it.
one down.
I hate it.
Back to the top of the lineup.
That
Victor
slurve got me.
Robles up next for the
It didn't
Mariners.
really dive. Both of them are pretty up in the zone.
And ball one to the right field.
And of course, as soon as I say that, out. Low and inside.
That misses.
Nope, that's a ball.
And it's 2-0.
He's been raking
2-0.
in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
2-0 to count. Here it comes. Line drive
Fudge.
to short and caught.
Well, baseball can
Fudge.
be cruel, can it?
Now
I mean,
batting,
sometimes it
the
gives,
third
and
baseman,
sometimes it takes
Dillon.
away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Moore stands in now and watches strike
It's
one.
fine. Oh, got me with a slurve.
And it's nothing in
Yeesh.
two.
No ball,
Yeesh.
that's
Yourself in
right.
a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
He goes down looking. Nobody left for Seattle,
Okay.
and they hold a
All right.
7-0 lead.
Clip the corner. I hate his throwing
Which gives
motion.
us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
See, did anybody ever give you the silent treatment?
I don't remember that they did. I think they were pretty cool with me in terms of celebrating my rookie year. First home run came in Anaheim against the Angels, and I always love to watch now, though, especially when that player is unsuspecting. You know, some guys, they've been around long enough to know there's a good chance I'm going to get the silent treatment.
Ball, that's
But when
out.
that player's maybe been
Come on,
grinding it
Steele.
out for a little while and finally gets that home run, is expecting the big lift coming into the dugout.
There we
and they
go.
just
There we go.
stonewall
Really needed that call after the strikeout that we just had.
Goes,
The left
and that's
fielder,
6
number
Ks for him in this one.
Anthony.
Well, really nice job of
Santander.
finishing the hitter off right there. Glove side command, fastball firm to the outside corner. Tell you what, very difficult to do anything with that pitch, even if you do swing.
Next offering is fouled back. Every once in a while, they'll work that same trick on a veteran player. If, say, he's been cold or hasn't hit a home run in a long
Nicely
time.
done,
And
Polanco.
that's
2
always
away here in
fun
the top of
when
the
You
7th.
don't see it coming at all, and everybody in the dugout goes crickets on him.
Yeah, and that veteran player's usually got a response for those individuals with one or the other hands.
Sends it across to first, and Bichette
Double
is
birds.
retired. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. They continue to trail 7-0.
Our location has not been great. I feel like we've been struggling. Like
Bottom of the inning.
a couple of Castillo starts in a row.
Julio Rodriguez.
We are thankfully getting some of the calls on the edge, so that's been helpful.
And
0
it's
for
fouled
3 with
off.
Julio, but this Nance's pitches just feel like they're all over the place. There's no way you'd want to throw a sinker up there, right? This is a weekend classic.
Swing
Oof,
and a
God,
miss as he
slurve.
was out front.
Gross.
So that's that
0-2
slurve
at the
right
count.
there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
And a good eye there.
Oh, he went for that same spot, and he got the strikeout on Moore.
And that one a little below the knees.
Slid
2 balls, 2 strikes.
below the zone.
That's hard hit in the
No,
line.
that's a freaking perfect
Makes
out.
the grab. One up, one down.
Julio's 0 for 4 today.
Now batting.
Now at the
the
plate,
catcher.
Cal
All
Raleigh.
right, Cal Raleigh. We're going to take a look at what he's done today. 2 home runs, both solo shots.
Oh, man, of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dig.
We got the no doubt animation and then the just a regular home run animation on that second one. God, perfect on that slider. It was a contact swing. Couldn't get it away from the fielder.
Away here, the bottom of the 7th.
That's inside.
Got him.
God damn it.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Santander. He's got it, and there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the first baseman, Luke Raley. He's already homered here in this one. In the air to left center.
Darn.
Brings it in for the 3rd out.
Yeah, he gave each one of those a pretty decent ride out to the field, but can't get anything to drop, and we'll head to the top of the 8th. We don't have anybody up in the bullpen, though it is 7-0, so I don't know that we need to worry about it a ton. However, righty, lefty, righty. Where's that flip? Righty, lefty, righty. Oh, and then it's triple lefty. Okay, let's warm up more home. Let's get him a little more run. Let's get into a flow with him in a low leverage situation.
And first offering is fouled off.
Not that he can't do it in a high leverage situation, but we don't have experience with him.
That's a timing problem. They need to guess right on a few of those pitches, and I mean make an educated guess.
Got him swinging.
There we go.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch, tailing away from the hitter, low and away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
Wagner in the box here, lets that one go for a ball. Outside corner, there's a strike.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
2 down, base is empty. And here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Check swing, and he went.
All right, if we get through this, we'll go ahead and bring in Morhone because it's 3 lefties in a row.
Just missed.
I guess we could bring him in regardless. Castillo still probably has tons of energy. He's only at 90. It'd be an opportunity for the Maddox achievement in the show 24. But I believe I have that achievement.
And the Blue Jays go down 1-2-3.
I do not have that trophy. Maybe I do. I don't remember. All right. Toronto Blue Jays getting outscored here. We're up by a touchdown as we head bottom 8. And we're getting in a new arm, Chad Green. Some say he's a real Chad about things.
He's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Here's the left fielder, Randy Arozarena.
Right. Still sitting at 99 home runs.
Now fly ball to right center. Lucas.
Poke that PCI up just a little bit. Obviously better timing as well.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Now it's the Mariners DH, Austin Shenton. There's a swing and a drive.
Go. Is that 5 in a row, baby? Is that 5 in a row? Is that 5 games in a row? It is! Holy shit!
He's up to 3 home runs in the series. It's 8-0.
5 games in a row with Shenton.
And Boog, if he goes a game or two without hitting a home run, he's going to feel like he's going to get sent down to the minor leagues.
This dude's on fire.
That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Now a chance for Jorge Polanco.
That's a great take. It's a great take.
Ball 1. Next
That's a
offering
bad
is
swing.
foul
Come
back.
on, Sean. Too excited. All hyped up. 5 homers, or 5 games in a row with a home run for Austin Shenton.
One down, base is empty. That
Ball
misses,
tie. Okay,
and it's
here we go.
2-1.
2-1.
Here we go.
Just
It's low.
missed.
Everything's been a ball.
Great
I
ball.
did just give him that one bad swing. Okay, that's fine. We were gonna probably pop that up.
We got
Back-to-back
full count.
fastballs
Full count,
in.
yeah.
That last one called for
3
a strike.
straight
Probably go
fastballs.
away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Foul.
That
We'll
cutter's
see
it's over the
another
plate. It
payoff
looks like.
pitch.
Yeah, it's yeah. Got me with a fastball. He threw 4 straight
No, just couldn't pull
fastballs.
the trigger on the fastball
Fuck
right there, and I don't think he
me.
was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Crawford.
Okay.
At the plate
All
as he
right.
swings through strike
0-1.
one.
I think he was
God,
a
that-
little excited there, saw the fastball, but needed a step ladder to get to that one. He's going to have to tighten it back up if he wants to have a good at bat.
All right. Let's step out, Crawford. That's on me. That's a linger. That's from the previous at bat overcompensating.
Swing and
Okay,
a miss.
that was just a
Struck him
horrible
out.
at bat. I'm
That
sorry,
is the
Crawford.
inning.
The sliders from the
Mariners
opposite
pick
hand
up a run
throwers
thanks to this
are
solo homer.
really tricky
Last
for me.
chance
I don't know
coming up for the
why,
Blue Jays.
but that was left over from the previous at bat. Shenton gets us one more run though.
As we take a peek
we
at
take
the
a
starting
look.
pitching so far this year.
How dare we fall to second in hits per 9? 229.1, tied third, first. 10 walks. We have 10 walks total. All right. Bullpen. Morhone. Come on in, buddy.
We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new
Now
pitcher on the
pitching for
mound,
the Mariners.
Adrian Morahone.
And you know,
Number
bullpen
51.
guys can struggle sometimes when they're called
Adrian
upon with big leads because it just
Morahone.
doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental
Well, we're gonna be
toughness matters
sharp.
in situations
Oh, boy.
like this as well.
That's in
There we go.
Strike one.
So dial in his
26
his
years
rhythm.
old, and he was born in Cuba. Ground ball to the right side.
Beautiful. 2-pitch out.
Steps on the bag. Now one gone in the ninth. Here's
Now batting,
Andres
the second
Jimenez.
baseman,
0 for
Andres
3 in this one.
Jimenez.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
0-1's the count.
And that's down and away.
Oh, it's great location if it's just a little up.
The
But it
1-1
did
is
dive
fouled
out to the
off.
corner, which I appreciate. So let's rip a fastball in here.
Got him
There we
looking
go.
for the K. Now only one out remaining. Stepping in, Nathan Lucas.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the right fielder, Nathan.
Right through there
Lucas.
for a strike.
Ooh, boy.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
Stop.
Well, the last 10 games or so have
next
been
for the Blue
anything
Jays,
but fun
the
at the
first
plate for
baseman,
him. So that
Vladimir
one has to feel
Guerrero
good. Put a pretty
Jr.
good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer. And
All
he got
right.
it
We're
to
not
drop in
out of the
there in
woods
the
as
deep
far
part
as
of the
this is
field.
concerned. Actually,
Lifted
just
to
getting
left, and that should do it.
tricky.
He's
Okay.
got it.
All right.
Ball game. And the Mariners use 2 pitchers to combine for the shutout.
This team is
I like what Morahone
absolutely
showed there. That
cooking
slider
right
just
now.
didn't
They're
get down the
running
way that I
plays
wanted
like
it to,
it's
and
the
then
easiest
bam,
thing
it's
in the
a
world.
It's a double. Again, it's another poor route that I ran with a Rosarena. There's something about his left field that I just have not figured out. I don't know if it's the jumps or if I'm under or overestimating his speed. Having a speedy left fielder might be kind of a call for me. I do like a speedy outfield, even if it's a reduction in power. We've still been getting it from some other guys in the lineup. Shenton's been a huge surprise, 5 straight games with a home run, and he's been good all season long, and you can throw that in with Solano as well. Rayleigh has been fantastic, and Shenton's doing it as a designated hitter. Rayleigh's doing our first base duties. I wonder if there's anybody that we could bring up that maybe has a little bit more speed, but I wouldn't want to tinker with things too much. We do left field is a concern. I like a Rosarena, but maybe we could trade something to trade him for somebody that has a little more speed. Maybe there's somebody in the farm system. I don't know. We'll see how the season continues here on the channel. But to wrap up today's game, Luis Castillo gets your win and is your player of the game. 8 innings pitched, 2 hits, 7 strikeouts, no walks, no earned on his line. Bowden Francis gets the loss. He gave up 5 earned in 3 innings pitched, 5 hits, 2 strikeouts, no walks. Nathan Lukes for Toronto, 1 for 4 with a double. Santander, 1 for 3 with a strikeout. Hal Raleigh, 2 for 4, 2 home runs, and they were both solo shots. Austin Shenton was 2 for 4 with a home run and double. He knocked in and scored the home run. And Luke Rayleigh was 1 for 4 with a solo shot. Victor Robles, 1 for 4 with a double and 2 RBI. I like that little bunch there of runs scored. We get a couple in the third, we get a few in the fourth, we get 1 in the fifth, and then an extra 1 in the eighth. I like that we scored in 50% of the innings where we batted. That's good. That's good. I talk about that a lot. Doesn't always have to be, and it doesn't always have to be, doesn't have to be 2, doesn't have to be 4, but just like, hey, here's a 1, maybe a 2, and then 1 extra 1. Just a consistency. I think that's been an improvement this season. We got our Cornerstone Evolution pack that we can open, and we will get ready for the New York Yankees. Garrett Cole, 3-4 with a 2.29 ERA, taking on Bryce Miller, 3-1 with a 3.94 ERA, as we are set to face the mighty, mighty Yankees. Every team behind us is literally 17 games back. The Rangers are 1-9 in their last 10. What does that even look like? Oh, they got swept by us. Okay, that helps. They did lose a series to the Athletics. They won against Boston. They got swept by Detroit. Boy, we are running away with it. Even if you put us, I don't know, take 7 wins away, put us at, or 8, you put us at 25 and 14 or whatever, we're still in a real good spot. Okay, let's rip a pack. We'll actually go ahead and rip this Cornerstone Evolution. Palmer, Justin Turner. Turner is what? Oh, first baseman. Palmer is a starting pitcher. And he's a left fielder. And we'll grab Justin Turner. Oh, there's 2 rounds. Oh, nice. Oh, and I can get, are any of these worth Marketplace? No. Marketplace. Why would I want any of these players? If I can't sell them in the Marketplace, I just have 2. This is good for people who, Bob Abreu, Dick Allen. We'll double dip on Dick. You already own this non-sellable item, but it's going to be the same thing for every... It'd be the same thing for everything. Whatever. Sure. All right, so we got a new card and we got an old one. It's good for people who maybe missed it the first couple times, but actually, surprisingly, I was able to get all of the Cornerstone Evolutions because they are fairly early in the XP path. So there you go. Since that's kind of a given and we know what's coming in it, we'll go ahead and open one of these. Silver. And we own that. Oh, good. Wall the Chuck. We already have All right. Well, there you go. Not a great pack of cards, but hey, that's how it goes. We do win the game. We sweep the series 8-0. Your final for the Seattle Mariners. Thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, subscribe right over here. Ring the bell down below. You'll be notified when I post new videos, new baseball updates every day right here in this playlist at 6 p.m. Pacific time. We'll be back tomorrow with the Yankees series. That off-day content, by the way, might be a different kind of video, so stay tuned. I'll see if the scheduling works out correctly, but it might be a live stream reaction video similar to something I did last year. Maybe that'll go up on Friday, but I stream on Fridays. So we'll see. We'll see. Keep an eye out for it. It should be fun. This morning's video up here, right there. Captain Blood. It's incredible that game exists. Find out why in the first few minutes. Thanks again for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time. Good sports. Go Mariners. Have a great rest of your night.